a little bit late. I do apologise. I was waiting for an update on Vane to download. I'm going to give you a bit more information about that in a second. Let's just sort this out. I haven't been this disorganised for a little while, so I do apologise. Right, whilst this loads up, we'll talk about what's new in Vane. We've had a weekly update, 1.5 gig. I'm just going to read it out to you. Hi everyone and welcome to another Vane Weekly. It's been a pretty standard week for us. Let me just make sure I'm on there. It's a pretty standard week for us. So this update isn't super exciting, but it's part of the process. We've been setting up business stuff behind the scenes, and it's taken up a significant part of our time, unfortunately, but it should all be sorted by some point in December. I also took my first weekend off in a year, so that was nice. Anyways, let's get to the changes. We've added the ability for admins on servers to give items directly to other players. We fixed the bug with plants where they would not grow if you're far away from your base. It will be in the next hotfix. We've added a command to dedicated servers launch option that will automatically record a few minutes worth of performance and network statistics and send it directly to us. It's off by default, of course. The idea is that if a server host wants, they can volunteer their network traffic, which we can then analyze and check for performance improvements. It's a good idea. Also added a button to the admin menu under the server tab. If you press it will record the above for 3 seconds and send it to us. They've added the ability to mount weapons cases on walls. Added the option to fill fluid containers like water barrels from the closest gas pumps. That's very handy instead of doing it with buckets and stuff. Hazmat suits and rebreathers now block smells. Continued work on foliage. What else have we got? A few other little fixes and that. You can now play the pianos when you find the pianos. Other little things like when you spawn up in the air. That's done. That should no longer happen. Just make sure I'm on the right screen. There we go. So that's the weekly update from the devs, and there's only 2 of them over. Actually, before I do anything, let's delete all our autosaves, confirm, because we're doing a brand spanking new save. I've had an idea for a base, just come to me out of nowhere, and I want to give it a try. We're going to go standard into the advanced. No permadeath, no Iron Man. Yes. Standard. Headshot multiplier. Just make sure my settings are right. They're all correct. Speed multiplier. Turn this down because the runners are pain in the neck. with the animation, but I've learned how to turn that animation off. So I'm going to give it a try today. We're going to go with a random spot and see how it works. Going to go somewhere that we've never been before. So, items spawn where they make sense. For example, you're more likely to find tools in garages, food in kitchens, and keyboards in offices. That does make sense. It's been about since the beginning. Load in, get our character set up. We go for the same sort of character every time. Just make sure nothing's playing, so it doesn't interfere with the stream. Hello, babe. Welcome in. You're supposed to be working right now. But it's okay. Shh. I won't tell no one. Yeah. Still taking a little while to load up. Let's just randomize. Alberto Butler. Mel. Next. We go for this one. That skin shade. Eye colour's always blue. Right. We're going to go a bit different today. Construction, crafting, and electrical. And we're going to go with the construction worker and no things. And we're going to go Saranac, New York, because I've not done Saranac. Nice, we've got a bit of background sound there now. I think nothing worse than sat there listening to yourself talk. Going to be going back to work from the 8th by the looks of things, 8th of December. So that's good. I've got some more tablets from the doctor. Brilliant for my back. So if you see me squirming about in my chair in a bit, you know why, but I've got my tablets in front of me. I've not had one this morning, so probably be a good idea. These are doctor prescribed, so I'm not taking anything I shouldn't be taking. Right, we're in. night time by the looks of it. Just turning day. We're going to do what we usually do and check the house first. I always go through the process of doing this just simply because there's nothing worse than the zombies sneaking up behind you. Right, this isn't a house that I wanted to have, so we will not be setting up our base here, but we will be looting. We went for electrician, electrical, just so that we can get electric set up in our new base. I'm not destroying anything yet. I'll take the compression bandage. I don't want to get too overfull too quickly. Any weapon, give that a read. I can't wait for the update to start, where stuff like that, reading that will help your stress levels. I'm not sure when they'll be updating that. I've got lots of really good plans for this. Search, yep. Search there. Don't be scared to double check stuff. We're going to wear that straight away. Gives us more inventory space. Yeah, as I say, some of the updates and plans I've got for this game, it's going to be a pretty amazing game. We'll take any seeds that we can find as well, simply for the future. I'm still yet to play this until the water and electricity goes off. We'll be doing a proper full playthrough at some point, having it recorded, posting it up on YouTube. If you want to know anything about my YouTube channel and that, should be links on Twitch and Kick for you to go over there. There's not a lot of content on there at the moment, I'll be completely honest with you. Glass cleaner, I'll take. Carrot seeds, I'll take. I'm just looking for something I can use as a weapon. Oh yes. Settings. Gameplay. If you want to turn off head bob, the animation, where is it? Quick dismantle, telemetry. Just read through these. Vehicle camera, head bob, sprinting camera, melee punch multiplier. Turn this all the way down and you will not move one bit when attacking. See, you don't lunge forwards. It helps out a lot. Cast iron pan and a bar. garage. We've got a shed. Oh, we've got a runner. Thought I'd turn those off, not to worry. Keyboard. Carrot slice, no good. Get you out of the way. Looks like we've walked straight out into somewhat a horde. Destroy. Oh. Gonna have to destroy some of these to get in. All those zombies out. I do not want to be stood out whilst looking through this. So we'll close the door behind us. Hopefully we'll find a weapon. Latex gloves. We'll wear those straight away. I'm hoping at some point in an update that's another thing that they'll change, that they help prevent you getting a disease, because when they do the update there will be all sorts of stuff going on. Sounds like I've got a friend outside. Let's do that. Where are you? There you are. Make sure that there's no one else about. Let him come to me. I don't want to get too close to that little horde. Looks like they're heading this way anyway. Doesn't matter what you do in this game, you're going to get scratched, you're going to get bitten, especially by the crawlers. Crawlers are a pain in the neck, so don't get disheartened. Yes, this is the zombies game that I'm playing today. I was been playing a lot of Eve lately. Really love the game, but I don't want to overdo it. I'll end up burning myself out on the game, and for someone like me, once I'm burnt out on something, picking it back up afterwards is a struggle to do, so I don't want to. You working with Johan? Sounds like someone's getting a bit closer. Take the thermometer. Just spotted that. Not that one. Gym bag. Thank you. Right. Oh, where the rest of them went up now. Maybe this thing noticed me. What else have we got back? There's one now. Another one now. Don't like the fact that I've not got a weapon. I've got nothing on me that's going to be worth using. Run around that one. Brilliant. Something like this is just what I needed. Take a bit of everything out of here, thank you. These sheds and that, I will say, if you spot one, grab it, grab whatever you can out of it. It'll have a bunch of stuff that you can use. Especially the nails and screws. At some point, I believe they're going to be doing an update where you can make your own nails. I'm not sure if it's already out. I know that we've got a forge, so maybe all your own tools. I don't know if you can have tool levels. Be back in a sec. Sorry about that, I needed the toilet quickly. Yeah, so if you come into these, you'll have a bunch of stuff that's very useful. I'll take the ear protectors, but I'm not going to use them at the moment. Bread knife. If you get stuck, do that. It resets your position, gets you out of awkward positions like I was just in. Oh, metal brackets. Very useful. Seems as though I might be a little. If you press I and go to medical, very encumbered, slightly thirsty, not too worried about being slightly thirsty at the moment, or slightly hungry. What's that? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a new base in one of these houses. There's one that has a basement that I'm really interested in having a look at. I'll let them beat the hell out of the place and then do that. They'll be able to come out. Just keep an eye on them. Don't think it's the house that I was looking at. Press R, put your fists up, not a weapon. Shit. Oh, it was now. Best to dodge there, hits as much as possible. Well, hopefully, love, when you speak to the doctor tomorrow, I'll be able to give you something to sort that out. Drink that. Nothing in there that's worth. Where'd this tart inside go? Come on. Over there. Nothing. This game's still in early access, so there's still a few bits and bobs I need to do to it. Sometimes the movements feel a bit glitchy or they stick a bit, but I think it's a minor thing. Personally, with the fact that of how good the game is, it totally surpasses any problems like that. So we don't really want to be looting too much more, seeing as we've already encumbered. But we do want to think about getting a vehicle as soon as possible. It will help out. I will check the food and I'll check in here for anything medical. Food wise, anything that's you find in fridges, there's no problem with taking it out, but you need to get it back to a fridge as soon as possible before it runs out. Let's get my first sorted. As for canned food, it's the best to take. I know that you can get MREs. Whether you can create them, I don't know. I have seen MREs in this. We've got a gun, but I don't really want a gun. Oh, sorry, I thought I silenced it. Yeah, I'm hoping nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Sun's gone down already. Door's locked, door's locked. No good to us. I'm hoping I'm somewhere where there is a house with a basement close by. Sometimes you do have to go more towards the centre of some towns. Just want to keep our eye out for any runners. Come on in, Deborah. This skin's Deborah, the blonde one's Barbara. tried naming as many as possible. Now this might be one with a basement. I'm sure it had a garage attached to it. Then close that up so nobody else can come in after us. Is there anything that I can use in here as a weapon? Anything at all? No utility cabinet, that's fine, I'll build one when I need it. Anything in there? It's no good. Paintbrush, no. That's locked. Where are the light switches in this one? I forget now. I know there's at least one. That's Barbara. This is Ken. That's right, I'm going to call him Obi-Wan Kenobi. Excuse the language. Bulletproof vest we will wear. Take and hold, thank you. I'll have that. Police batons are pretty fast for attacking. Getting this so quite handy. I just want to scoop. Where are you? You out here? I can hear you, but I cannot see you. There you are. You're equipped tightly broke. That's not good. And a little bit closer than what I wanted to. Tip on these ones. Loot the hazmat suits. The hazmat suits are going to be useful to you later on. Don't know how much later on, but there will be. Sheriff. Let's take that. Wanted the vodka. See, I'm starting to get very over encumbered already. So we need to think about dropping off some of the stuff that we don't need. Want to keep all nails and screws. Don't really need saw bags at the moment. Any cast iron pans, only need one. I'll keep hold of all the other tools and axe. You need as many spare tools at the moment as you can get. Go a bit more dexterous now. Go through the cupboards. Anything I can eat, I will take. Not too worried about the zombie outside. He'll find his way in sooner or later, but I'll hear a smash first. Take the seat. Just want. I'll have a drink like that. When you first play this game, you'll be a little bit scared of the night time. Don't be too scared of it. You don't need to be. Honestly, you really don't. The only thing that's going to try and come get you are the runners and maybe the wolves. But the wolves are pretty simple to deal with. Just run through the middle of them. I could make a petrol station my home. I'll have all the garage stuff that I need. Can I? No key. Would it help if I remembered what the houses look like that have the basements? And which go house to house. So not to worry about running through walls at the moment. More worried about finding the house that we want. That's the thing. I know sometimes you can find them out in the sticks. I do want to stay somewhat close to an area. Sports car there. It's a bit like a Ferrari. Gotta say I've not actually seen one of those ones before. We could get something to run into it. Yes, like I say, games of early access, so sometimes have glitches. Remember for the life of me how to turn the lights on my wood. Because it's a fresh game as well, it will be a bit glitchy as new stuff loads in. It's just one of those things. That's why I need the lights on. There we go. Let's see where I'm going. Try not to crash. What's up, Aliyah? You've been welcoming. So we're right at the edge of the map. At least we know where we are. 17% now. 70% now. Petrol, fuel, whichever you want to call it. switching on because attract the zombies. Grab the sledgehammer. Right. Grab and equip. No. Grab and equip that one. The rake's a pretty good weapon. Gives you a little bit of distance. No, there's some guys in here. Light in here. Yes, I know. Check behind me. See what's. So there's no more zombies. This isn't the house that I'm looking for. The house that I'm looking for has a basement, so we'll move on. These crawlers are a pain in the neck. Need to be careful with them. It's so easy to get scratches off them, bites from them. Hope to find a house so I can get the utility cover. Stop sorted. Keep my eye on our food. I know the game looks really glitchy. As I said before, stuff starts to load in. It's a bit like Minecraft. Loads in chunks, so have that little freeze moment. Once they're loaded in, it shouldn't happen again. I need the no. Let's check out that then. Let's quick use. So it's not unlocked. Not too worried about leaving the vehicle on. I can always find another vehicle. More worried about if any zombies do come about. I only jumped around that corner. Any other zombies come about, car attracts them, not me. Gonna be some of them about. It's locked. I'll let him do his work and break the door. Be right back. The coffee, it's gone through, mate. Some of the other hints and tips I can give you are if you go into a room there's multiple zombies, just back off. Just in case one of them's a runner, you want to overexert yourself killing that one. And then you can back off and let the others, the walkers, just calmly come to you. There's nothing here, is there? Nothing worth my time anyway. Oh, I don't know. Fans. Computer. Something I can come and rate later, but nothing worth my time. I'll leave that there running. Don't really. Have a lot of fuel left in that. So it's not right. Try your best to get your vehicles, get a vehicle as soon as possible in this game. The map doesn't look very large online, but it is pretty big. Other tips. Bows aren't very good for zombies. Brilliant for animals, but for zombies just not very good. You're better off with a melee weapon than you are a gun until you get some better guns. Handgun's no good. Bullet very loud and it just attracts too many zombies. You don't want to attract too many zombies to you because you can overrun very quickly. Storage can be another big problem in this game, simply because the amount of stuff in it, it's easy to fill out 8, 9, 10 boxes very quickly. Don't think this is basement one. I think that's the same as the other one. Check it just in case. Pretty sure I was correct in what I thought. our rake out, our trusty rake. Check the tool chests. Crowbar. And I shouldn't really be filling up, I just empty it out, but some of these things are really useful, especially the gas canister. Check the rooms, that's locked. So if there's anything in there, it'll take a while to get out and get to me. So I'm not too stressed. Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for, we'll move on. Some of the other tips, if you're going to go out and do a run, make sure that you've got an empty inventory, which can fill up very quick and fill your vehicle up very quick. When you do runs, try your best to go out and get the specific stuff that you're looking for. Just pick everything up. Pick everything up. You have, say, problems with your storage. There is a house with the basement. Cabins and a kitchen. It's that gorgeous puke. And some of these zombies are pukers. They're not overly difficult to deal with. Just got to be cautious of them. It's infection and somewhat more prevalent, I believe. So if you get scratches off them and that, you're more likely to be infected. Right. Come on, you doing that? Keep an eye out, make sure there's no others. Let's get a crawler in there. Come on in. I hate crawlers. I'll leave them for a minute, he'll find his way out. Eventually, he will. Sometimes you have to get extra close to these. Extra close to the crawlers, which I don't like, because they can scratch you easily. This hasn't got a basement, not what I'm looking for. So we'll move on. Yeah, if you have an idea for a base and you don't spawn in a house, but that's the idea. Don't just get to know one. You know, go and find what you want, what you're looking for. No, it's not one of those. Just don't do what I've done and forget. Leave you running for a second. It's a toilet. No, I don't believe that's got anything that I want. Let's get into the right seat. So I'm from the UK, so I'll continue getting in the wrong side. Sort these guys out first, so I know they're dealt with, not walking up the arm. Got nothing worth anything on you. What are you saying, mate? Nothing on you. I'll quickly turn my engine off now. Check the plant pots. Simply because you can find stuff you can pick. Destroy the door for me. No point in me wasting my weapons thing. My weapons durability. That's it. Keep an eye on the time, and I've got to pick the missus up soon. About 1ish. Well, I'm going to be on until about 1ish. Got a bit of shopping to do, so I'll take that, and that. I always take the ID cards, simply because you never know what they're going to be used for. Has nothing I need or want. After you pick my missus up, I might be back on again, doing a bit more leave. Not fully decided yet, but keep an eye on my schedule. Should be posted up on there. Is it long turn that off. Right, there's a zombie on the roof. As he dropped on the floor, I thought there was a runner. Sounded like a runner. When you see the exerted sign, just don't run about too much. There's another tip I can give you. Your food lasts a while. It's water that you need a lot of. to try and stay hydrated as much as possible. Don't want any of those. Stapler and staples I'll take. And fishing gear. Nothing worth anything there. Pipe, that's another good weapon. Same as the crowbar. Pretty hardy. What can we call you? You look like a grandma. So who you Granny Adams. Oh. Yeah, sometimes when the zombies fall over, they get stuck in the ground a bit. Oh. I want your hat. You're not going to give me your hat. Oh, you're sure? But your head exploded, so... Oh, it means I would have had to pick the danger. Runner. Right. So you concentrate on the line. Before dealing with the slow ones. Bit of common sense, really, but... You know. What's up, Quacum? Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Keep getting spam calls all the time. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Try my best. You must be in one of those rooms. Yes, they do glitch. Yeah. That. There's a few little bits and bobs that, you know, they're going to be fixing. If they do what they plan to do, it's going to be an epic game, without a doubt. Check you. No. I'll have the wine. Another crawler. Try your best to stay back from crawlers. They're slower, but they've got better reach because you have to get closer to them. Deep wound. Right. Let's go in here. Medical. Take a pill. Apply compression bandage. Are you outside or inside? You're outside. But as I've said before, you will find that you turn into a zombie. It does happen quite a lot. Let's have a look. Excruciating pain now. What does it say? Medical. Deep wound. Let's go needle and thread. Suture. I want to make sure we administer that now. Sounds like there's another zombie about somewhere. Maybe going inside. my luck. Do you know, I know that this hasn't got a basement. Let's move on. And in some other news, I'm one stream away from having from being fully on Twitch. Free, average of 3 viewers per stream. So I'm really looking forward to that. One of those ones where I'm not trying to push it too much when it happens, but at the same time, super excited for it to happen. Something I mention in each of my streams, but there's no pressure on anyone. Just keeping an eye on my stream as well, stream health and stuff. I think we're back where we was at the beginning. Sounds like it's running. Oh no, it's the generator, which will turn off. Not really set up to sort this out. Oh, see, it's attracted some zombies. But if I die, I die. I'll find my bag again at some point. Move away from here because, like I say, the loud noises attract a lot of zombies. So that alarm going off attracted a bunch. It's like it's almost coded into the game that something like gun goes off and that zombies spawn around you. Just driving about, looking for what needs. Not too worried about the big damage. find in the last playthrough I found so many of them, and in this one, struggling to find them. Get out of the way. Coming up to where we start, I believe. It's not a house like that. Let's go through the woods. What's the worst that can happen? Somewhere. Progress. And that. See, when they do finally get that sorted, and they allow it on servers, the people that own that dam are going to be the rich people on the server. It's worried about death. We're looking for a specific house. No, it's not one of these. I think it's just spawned me in the closest house. That's an empty shed. Just to let me know that it's lunchtime. No, not what I'm looking for. Once I find what I'm looking for, I'll celebrate. I know that much. I've not seen one of these houses yet. Have I? So, you want to overexert yourself with those runners. Deal with them very quickly. Probably will take ages to get over here. No, there's nothing here that interests me. Don't think it is what I'm looking for. Anyone in there go, break that out. Nothing from you. Nothing trying to see if it's the house that I'm looking for. I don't think it is. Trying to track them towards the door. Yeah, it panicked me, you're right. No, it's not the one in the basement. I'm just going to run house to house and try and set it in my memory once I find one, what they look like. Take the gin. See, it's like this. It has a door under the stairs. Just keep an eye. Don't see any runners. I've not looked into digging in this game properly. I don't know if you can dig a trench around your base to trap. Seems like we've been here already. I'm going to say that we have. Maybe they haven't got the basement on this map, which is a shame. I had a really good idea of having the basement as a pullback hole with a bunch of my storage and that in. But we'll keep looking. What we got over here? Don't want the church as a home. What about this? It's going to attract a bunch of zombies. That's right, it's a weapons shop. So we want to definitely have a look here. Well, right now. Keyboard mouse. Take that. my cakes and stuff. Turn you off. Yes, we'll take arrows. Take a bow. Anything that we can use, we'll have. Flare gun. That's open, so that's got more arrows. So, it's a fishing rod again. Leave that off with most of the items, which is understandable. Fishing rod. You'd be surprised how hard some of this stuff is to come across in the game. I'm not going to take it all, because I don't want to be over encumbered. Bow. Take one fishing rod. Books, very helpful. So whenever you find those books, take them. Grab and equip. Just make sure inventory. Weapon. So add to quick use. Also add that to the quick use as well. Workbench. So we've got a workbench here. Steel table. Thought one of those might have been a repair bench. I know that we've got most of the weapons out of this place. So that's fine. Once again, the oar's a pretty good weapon because it's a distance weapon. You can kind of stand back and throw, swing at them. I've not seen these before. You can open them. It's good to know. They're all locked. I know he's over there coming towards me. I'll let him come. Just trying to see at the moment what these places are, because if they're police stations, you might find weapons. Kinda looks like a police station. Oh, car key. Don't think it is a police station, no. Yes. I can see someone from my mind. What I really want is, I forget what they call Winnebago, they're called in America. Camper van, we call them in the UK. maybe somewhere like this would be a good base. She's got loads of room, you know. You can wall off a couple of these, you can park your cars in here. Seems like a good enough base. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to. It's got to be done. Warehouse base. I'm sorry to hear that, babe. Let's see what's in this one. Yeah, so we could use this pretty much as storage. You know, I'm going to come back. Yo, what's up, Mr. Borney? Welcome in. Right, so this is the idea. We're going to have this as our storage facility. We're going to have that warehouse as our main base. We're going to see if we can dig some of this up so that we can get a gate going from the edge of this building over to that corner with a gateway here to let our cars in and out. We'll have our larger vehicles parked over in that warehouse. A little car bay with a bug out vehicle in here. And I think it's going to take us a bit of time, but I'm looking forward to it. I like the idea of this. What we need to do. Come on. Is get our utility cabinet in there. There's enough we can spawn and will respawn next to it. I'm going to call you Amanda. Right. So we've got vans and everything over here. And then run onto here. Car's eaten recently, he's a bit on the larger side. want to get into here and start destroying some stuff. Not that one. That one over there. Try and find some lockpicks that can get into those crates. I believe we need to be a certain level though. So, filing cabinets. I'll take the batteries. The office cabinet's locked. All of those out. That should destroy that. Destroy this just to be sure. Should give us everything we need to put down a utility cabinet. Yes, I see that. So we want to all the way over there. I'll let you knock a hole in the fence to come get me. This is why we want to put a utility cabinet down. So zombies spawning in here. Don't know if you can put multiple down. The utility cabinet cover this wide of an area. Place it right in the centre. Let's destroy it. One there. And one there. So if I go to this one, go build, furniture, anything to do. Drag you out. I don't want you stinking up where I live. Come on out, come. Hoping to be able to place two down over in that other warehouse. Manage utility cabinet. Make sure I can do the same. Yep, Alberto Butler. So I'm hoping between the two, should move this a little further back. Between the two, it covers the whole warehouse. If not, I'll have to have multiple, maybe 4. We're going to block off this door, block off that door, and block off at least 3 of these garage doors. Block off one of the exits. Coming night time, I want to go look over in this warehouse. coming out. Gonna knock it down for that. So I'd like to get in there and get to that. Both of those, to be honest. Doesn't look as though you're doing any damage to it, so I'll leave it be. What we got in these? Can leave some of the storage stuff that's already in here. Warehouse crate, just scrap. Hard, actually. Oh, wear that just for a little bit of extra head protection. Take a flathead screwdriver any day of the week. Mini sledge. Some of these are actually really good things that we need. Any tools or anything we'll take. Just simply because it's so difficult to get hold of. Find the right bits and bobs that we want in sheds. To find it in a warehouse like this is good. Now we want to know what's on the other side of that. What's that? Vomit inducing smell. Ooh. Glad this is going to be our storage then. Ouch. Inventory. Medical. Needle and thread. Suture. Apply. And administer. As many of these as I can. Start moving. I'm gonna smash the hell out of them. Someone's outside. Cannot see a thing at the moment. Rid of all of these before. We've got some military crates in here. Brilliant. We've got no torch on us though. No torch. So if we see any eyes, we're going to have to attack. Slightly thirsty as well. So, see if we can see anything. Medical crate. Can't, it's locked. What's in this one? Compressed bandages. Oh. just hope it'll be a bit safer up here. Gonna have to wait out the night. Wonder if there's a way of knocking strong barrier fence down. That zombie will eventually get through that door and we'll have to fight it. But we'll wait for it to get through the door instead of wasting our time. I don't like the fact that when I'm down there I can barely see a thing, but up here I can see. Come over here. It's a bit better. Runners dealt with. What's that at the moment? For a bit. Even though it's not time. I'm not too scared. Zombies? No. Get a couple more runners than we usually would. They're no trouble. Except for it's the coolest one. Let's have a look. First thing we want to start building stations. Standard workbench. I've actually got the stuff for it. So we'll build that. Basically, we can move it again in the morning. Move these right against the walls. So they're out of the way. Living in a warehouse, we're going to need a lot of energy. Where's the power for the lights? Over here. That's better. Let's see what we're doing now. Turn those lights on. Maybe we don't have bulbs in. It's something I'll have to get to a bit later. At least I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Hammer and basic pliers. Hammer. Got combination pliers. Flathead screwdriver. And a hacksaw. Scissors in case we need them. Stapler. And basic staples. Have we got any iron scrap yet? So we need to get some iron scrap so that we can start building. Metal brackets. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on the time. Stay inside until day. Next time we find a mattress, we'll have to bring it here until we can get all the springs and that to build a brand spanking new one. There we go. The lights are all on. Much better. So I'm trying to decide at the moment whether to keep these two open, build the walls around, and have it so that we've got two bug out cars here. Block that one off, block that one off, block the doors, except for one. What we'll do is we'll double block these, so we'll put a door blockade there, and then put something on the other side to block the actual doorway. I'm not too worried about the windows. I think the windows are a bit high up. Don't think anything can climb up on the roof. Hope not. Otherwise we're going to have to find a way of blocking these massive windows off. We've pretty much got everything we need. We'll have all our water outside around the edges. We'll have a wall that goes from this back corner here over to the back corner of the other warehouse outside. It's already got a fence there, but if the fence gets destroyed then we'll do that. I think don't know, let's have a look. I might think about knocking. See, that's going to be very handy for fuel and gas. Same as the till 3 here, we've got 2 gas canisters and a fuel canister. We're going to have from this wall all the way across to that corner. Somewhere I'm talking myself through it so that I remember for next stream. am I going to plan an upstairs? I don't believe at the moment we have stairwells and floors. No, we don't. So I have to be on this level at the moment, which is no problem. Get our level up. We're already at the advanced work bench, which is good. Took me ages to get there before. Just need to create the stuff for it. Got all of our storage, which will be over in the other warehouse. So we can build all of these already. That's why I went down the construction route. Simply because of that. What we'll do as well, open, chuck everything like that in now. Whatever we don't need, sorry, in here, it's the only storage we've got at the moment. Keep the lighter and a map, actually. Equip the map. Leave the mini sledge on. Keep hold of the sledgehammer. And the rest of it can go in now. Thirsty at the moment, so we want to get on to building utilities as quick as possible. What's up, DOG? How you doing? Which we're not trained up in yet. What do we need? 65 construction. We'll have to get on that as soon as possible. I know we've got some books, so let's have a look. Forget now, did we buy with those? No, we didn't buy with the books on us. So we should have some training books. Agility book, farming book, read, mechanical book, read, scavenger book, read. They're all skill points. Sun's coming up. Before we move on, looking at stats. Gain an additional perk point upon hitting level 100. No. Scrapwood fortifications. Do that because we're going to be reinforcing this place soon. First thing we want to do is head over to somewhere that's got a sink, some water in us. You're not a runner, so I'm not so worried. Kill you off. None of you are getting up, so I'm not so worried again. Let me get in and then close the door behind me. smell it first, just to make sure as much water in as possible to hydrate it. Now, we want one of these vans. No key. No key. The reason we want plans is because we want to fill up a bunch of stuff. Roger, where are you? There you are. We want to fill it up with as much stuff as possible to build that base. We'll start around here. Do this place first and go straight back. Until we're going to destroy everything in it. Like next to it, I think. Come on. I hate scratches. Sounds like there's another runner in there. Anything? I don't like the fact that it's right next to there. No. Decided against that. Leave it alone, I mean, it's not that far enough away from that place that it shouldn't affect us. Start with that place over there. These houses are perfect for what I want. I don't like the fact as well with these that they you automatically put your weapon away when jumping in a vehicle. When you jump back out, it should automatically then put it back in your hand, I feel, instead of having to keep pulling it in and out. I want to take anything and everything that's of use. Sounds like we've got one outside. And one over here. Sounds let them come out if you want to. Try not to get too overexerted. She making noise, is it? all of this stuff. We're going to be needing all of it. Sometimes it's the only way to be able to grab these things. Sorry if I'm going a bit quiet here and now. I'm concentrating on what I'm trying to do. Jerry can's going to be a massive help as well. Can't pick this up, you're carrying too much, so go straight back over to our van and we'll chuck everything in. Another guy over there. Down. Yeah. I've turned the zombies spawn rate up on this game. If you was watching my last one, and you was wondering why there's so many zombies, trying to get better at the game. And the only way of getting better at it, I find, is by actually fighting the zombies and putting the spawn rate up. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Are you in the house? Yeah, I think you're on. More. Like I was saying, in my last game, it was a little bit too easy with the spawn rate and the fact that I didn't have runners. I was just trying to get used to the game itself, the dynamics of it. We are going to be destroying everything I can get my hands on, and destroy, as I said. Let's actually do the right button this time. Yeah, the amount of stuff you need to build certain things in this game can sometimes be a bit ridiculous. For instance, you'll need rotten penny, long skirt, nothing used to me. Over encumbered again, back out to the truck. Yeah, so we'll be doing this, running backwards and forwards. We'll go back over to our base, get some stuff set up over there. Combination files. You only need one set of tools on you at any given time, so try and put the tools away that you find, otherwise you'll become very over-encumbered. Did all these, I didn't check this. That's everything in there, I believe. Can tuna, cooking oil. Cooking oil is very, very helpful. Pick it up whenever you can, because when you want to cook stuff, which reminds me, I don't have a cooker in now. If you do want stuff like cookers and that, just pick them up. Get them over to your vehicle, or as close as you can. And you can install them. Toilets, I'm not sure on. Right, destroy. I'm just going to go through and destroy everything. Pick stuff up that's inside. I want to move this mattress, because we need, or at least the bed, because we need someone to sleep over nowhere else. Kept the mattress on there good. We don't want to destroy any of the stuff in the kitchen, simply because it spawns food. And you can it'll respawn the loot after a certain amount of time you set it up that way. Destroyed pretty much everything in there. So we want to move this now. It looks ridiculous, but it works. Really, I should have come over here with a pickup truck or something, but like I say, it works. Got to use what works in these games. Imagine you was in a situation like this in real life. Why wouldn't you use the logic of, you know, technically it could fit inside the van in real life? Back down this way, I believe. Yep. Base is right there. Jump. Not too bothered that it's done that. Right, I know we've got power outlets there and there, so I think I'll be set kitchen in this area. Bedroom. Bedroom, I want to be a little bit more protected. So if I do the kitchen over there, the bedroom over here, block this door off. Double or triple wall this area. Now, take as much of that stuff as I can over to my workbench. That's why. I think I'm going crazy. Take it, crawl over to my workbench. And dump. What I would like to see in the future is buttons where you can just shift it all over. Bunch of metal brackets on the go. Now this is the part where you need to be careful. Because we don't want the, what's the best way of putting it? Don't want to take stuff out of our inventory. Oh, I didn't bring a fridge over. Doesn't matter, I'll bring one over. Yeah, we don't want to take certain things out. No, we wanted the map. And we wanted it equipped, so then we know where we're going. So that when we do that, we know where everything is. We know where we've been. Here is our current base. No, it's not. Planning Plaza. So where? Definitely sure it's over here. There's a tunnel. I'm sure our base is just here. Can't put anything down on the map at the moment, I don't believe. Because we've not got GPS. Oh, we're still very encumbered. Yeah, all of that can go in now. Those. Can't put this away, there's no room. That's exactly why. I'm going to have the minimal amount of storage in here. Because all of my storage will be over in the warehouse. Hello Pipes, welcome in. So other than that little corner there and this little corner here, pretty much covered. I can move it a few feet over, it's no problem. Just got to make sure it's in. Okay, let's go. Move. No, we need it about there, and that should cover this whole warehouse. What else? We need to put nails, wood scrap in there. On our next run, we're going to jerry can stay in the back. We've done that on purpose because whenever we're near vehicles, we can siphon them into the jerry can. And you need one each of these. This game takes a little while to get used to. In the whole looting department and stuff, but it's pretty much a common sense game. If you're looking for tools, you want sheds. If you're looking for anything else, any other stuff like that, you know, food's going to be in the kitchen. It's open. What's wrong? Engines. Okay. Engine oil's okay. Spark plugs. Battery's a bit low. So why don't you start over? Start. Almost. There we go. Let's not leave the door open. What we'll do is we'll start grabbing stuff out of some of these other cars local to us. The other vans and that. On the long way already. Oh, that was a puker. Guess that guy was a runner. We do not like runners. Oh, he looks a bit like me. beard. Same, probably about the same amount of hair as well. There's more about somewhere. What I find is helpful is opening all the doors and that. Let them come out to you. Where do you keep the light switches in this? Like those guys up there, they'll make their way, but they're slow. Turn all these on. Let him come out to me again. Yeah, don't waste your tools. You know, they'll make the holes in the doors and that for you. Over here. Okay, so where are you? You at back? Back here? There you are. They're still quite way up there. This might have items in it. Search it first. Definitely want to move this out to my van. Get that back and plug that in. Should we take a dishwasher? No. Don't really need a dishwasher. Just gonna destroy everything. I'll come across. Pump jack truck. Firework horse town. Take that. I think I'm gonna take this as well, just because it's not an extra bit of decoration. The can keep my tools in it, my spare tools. Fan blade. Work light. Where are you? You'll make your way to me. I'm not too fussed. Be more fussed if you was a runner. We're gonna just so that we've got a bit more space. Now we'll find him. There you are. What's the time? Just got to keep an eye on the time. I've got to pop out at 1, go pick the missus up. So we're jumping off at 1. What I'll do is I'll radio out to someone else. You ain't got to do anything, you ain't got to go anywhere. See who's on. If Mr. Borney's on, I might radio over to him. I probably will. He was fishing earlier when I was on his stream, catching some nice fish. He may not be fishing now, he may be doing arc raiders or something. Right. Orange marmalade, take any food I can get my hands on. Large cooking pot, yep. Got pretty much everything I think I'm going to get from this one. Alright sweetheart, it's no problem. Thank you for locking him off at work. If you're not familiar, I'm from the UK. When we say locking in, it's got nothing to do with 2020. It's just simply a term that means thank you for coming and spending time. It's mainly used on radio stations because it used to lock the dial in. Some of you might be too young, but years ago to get a radio station, a big dial, and you had to get it right on where you wanted it to listen to the radio station. So it was always people say thank you for locking in. I mean, this is finishing at 12:50. Ah, they stayed on top, brilliant. So, I'll be running off, like I say, at 1. So about 20 minutes, I'll say. So that gives me time to go off, go to the toilet and that before I leave. Not that it's a great distance to go, but I know what I'm like. Getting old, so put those in there. Yeah, I can't need to. What we'll do is, once we've got a load of stuff, we'll sort it all out into where it's supposed to be. I'm glad. I really want for these inventory things as well to be able to scan over it and lock it so that you can't select it as you're going through. What other stuff we got going on? Yeah. Nothing there, nothing there. Just click off. There we go. All. Just move the stuff where it needs to be. Now, examine connections, add connection. Now, then we can go to our food section. Once again, we'll sort all this out in a bit. Don't really have time to do it at the moment. So it just gets stored where I need to store it. We'll put the cooker next to the fridge. Like that. Examine connections, add connection, boom. We have power. The only problem with this place is it's going to be massive on charge once the electricity runs out. But over by the town hall there's a massive generator, so I need to find a vehicle, pardon me, that's got a tow point, which I believe, no, it doesn't have a tow point, and tow it over here, if that's possible. I'm not even sure that's possible yet. The tool case is going to stay in this area. The bed's going to go over there, but I need to do some work over here. So I think I'm going to call it there. I'm going to raid over. Series on to raid 2. Thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed the content, please pop over and give me a like. Be much appreciated. This series on I Can Raid You Too. Go for people that I'm following. No, Mr. Borney's not on by the looks of it, so we'll go Hazitude. Thank you again, and I shall hopefully see you later. Keep an eye on my schedule. It's on Twitch. It will let you know